All right, so I'm going to get started right away for the weekly reading. It will be reposted. Well, no one's here to see it, so. All right, so I'm starting with Capricorn for the week. What does Capricorn need to know for the week? Capricorn. Ooh, Mars. So you're affected most by Mars this week. Is Mars in Capricorn? No, who is Mars in? It is in Capricorn. Wait. As of early January, Mars is in Capricorn. Interesting. The god of war. We're not gonna take it. So there could be something that Capricorn is not putting up with anymore, because I just got that song, or those lyrics. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. So maybe Capricorn is pushed to the limit. Good morning, Leanne. How is everybody? I hope everyone had a great holiday. Starting with Capricorn. Emotions are running high. So we have some Capricorns here. We're being pushed to step out of their comfort zone. So whatever's happening for them, they're being pushed to maybe stand up for themselves or not take something anymore. Oh, thanks. I did extensions, but I got to redo them. They're bad. I did a bad job. It's a learning curve. Hello, Carla. How are you? North Carolina is popular. I spent some time there last year. All right, what else for Capricorn? Oh, did I? I did. Yeah, so I put in my extensions. The first time I did way too much. It was too much for my hair. And now I did like the second time, which is now I put in too little. But I didn't do a good job, so I'm just waiting for them to fall out. So I don't care. And I'm going to do it again the right way. No, I just started. I'm on Capricorn. They're like, yeah, it's a learning curve. Okay, vigor. So whatever you're doing though, so either because it says we're not going to take it anymore. So either you're going to stand up for yourself in some way, or you're like cutting something out. But if there's something that you're working on, it looks like it's going to pay off, because this is like the fruits of your labor. So and we also have love at the bottom. Or maybe it pays off if you cut something out or stand up for yourself. Because we have a 9, 8, 9. Yeah, that's power. Eight of Cups, walking away. Another 8. So it's like you're going in a different direction. It may be very difficult, but I think it's going to pay off if you decide to go in a different direction. Drop some sort of emotional baggage, other people's baggage this week. 4 of Pentacles, this is clinging to something. And it says step out of your comfort zone on this card. So you're being forced to let go of something and step out of your comfort zone. Three of Pentacles when it comes to partnerships. Because I feel like you're willing to put the work into something if like it's reciprocated. Because this is like putting the work in for the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So that's a partnership that where we have cooperation, teamwork. You're willing to put the work in if you have cooperation and teamwork, but if you're not, I think you're going to leave something behind. If you know what I mean? I think you get what I'm saying. Yeah, because there's some sort of sacrifice you've been doing. At least from your perspective. I don't really think I need to. I'm not answering questions today. I'm doing the weekly. So for certain lives, I answer questions. For others, I just do a weekly reading. I don't do that every time. I do it like once a month. Actually, I did it like for 3 weeks in December. I did it 3 weeks in a row. So I probably won't be doing it till maybe the end of January. All right, what's the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, you've been resisting. You've been resisting and clinging to something. This is resisting. Maybe there's some sort of partnership where you've had to be on the defense. You feel like you have to defend yourself all the time. But I feel like this week, like maybe you're standing your ground this week. We have one energy where like, this kind of seems interesting because not only do we have emotions are running high, but we have the Four of Pentacles. So it's almost like there's some sort of like, maybe sometimes things are very like, I want to say volatile, but then other times that pulled back, or there's two separate energies where one like closes off. And then the other one is, it's like opposite. Where one shuts down and then the other one, explosive is coming into my head, but that's not really kind of what I see here, but that's what comes into my head. Let me see the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like somebody's done fighting. Because when I have the Eight of Cups with Mars, to me that's like somebody's done fighting. Somebody's making a choice. So you standing up for yourself could be like, I'm done fighting. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to keep on fighting. It could be, I'm done fighting. That could be standing up for yourself and leaving. Somebody's definitely been carrying a heavy weight here because this guy's pulling a bus, like, in a partnership. There's the energy that I was saying is a juggling of energy. So that's very interesting. It seems like, to me, I feel like it's two energies where one, I feel like there's somebody who doesn't pull their weight. I'm just saying. I guess that's it. It looks like either you're walking away. Yeah, oh my God, I got the same cards. It's like we're cutting our losses. Because so this is, I don't know, this is an energy of winning at all costs. So there's somebody in a relationship that feels like they have to win. And I feel like that's like, maybe that's walking away is winning, I guess. All right. So, hello, Mina. How are you? That's how the ICU is for you? All right. Who do I want to do next? Where's that deck? Okay. We can do Scorpio. Let's get the heavy energy out of the way. Scorpio. All right. Let's do Scorpio. Oh, I have a Scorpio moon, so I know exactly what it's like. That's why I know it's heavy. It weighs me down sometimes. What planet is affecting Scorpio most this week? Ooh, Pluto. So your energy, change, rebirth. You know, Mercury keeps showing up at the bottom of the deck. Mercury's a tricky energy. So there could be a choice. So we have 22 on the card. There could be some sort of choice that has to be made. Maybe there's something that has to end in order to go through a rebirth here. Pluto's in Aquarius. Take time to breathe out. Okay. So that's kind of like surrender to the divine, letting go of something, taking a break. This is very heavy energy. Okay, so we have a letter. Some sort of message. Four Wands. That's interesting. I was just looking, that's like the home. I was just looking at the house in the background of that card. Oh, okay. So that's about security, stability, the home life, a commitment, marriage. So there could be some sort of change. Eight of Pentacles, focus. The Devil. Coming out with a letter. Damn. That's so interesting because we have focus and breath. So maybe you need to do some sort of breathing exercises. I don't know. But if you have some sort of fear or anxiety, that's just a side message. Let's clarify the Devil. Look, it's Two of Wands, a choice. So there's a fork in the road here. That could be temptation. You could get some sort of message in, because that could be temptation. Because look, we have the snake, but this particular card reminds me of temptation. Because it looks like you've completed a cycle here with the guy's got the world in his hand. So that's a completion. And he's like trying to choose a path. Let me see. Yeah, there is the world. There is a completion here. But why is the devil here? Yeah, we have communication. It's communication and then another two. Let me see. Let me get a different deck to see what the person's communicating. Oh, so we have hostile communication. Unfriendly. I have a hostile attitude. So the devil can be power. Is somebody trying to keep you chained to something? Let's see the communication. Well, whoever it is truthful. It says, I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. Interesting. So it looks like the communication, or if somebody's coming into you with communication, maybe you need to be truthful, like blunt. Let me see the focus. Yeah, so, and then we have take time to breathe out. So if somebody comes at you a certain way, maybe just kind of, maybe that's the point, is to not react. Maybe take a minute before you like communicate, or there it is, the blunt energy. It's so interesting. We have two energies here. So we have somebody who's like unfriendly, and we have I feel like this is a separate energy, safe space and honesty. Because look, we have two separate knights here. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, and this is usually a blunt, truthful energy, and then this is usually an emotional. If it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's communication. I don't think it's just, if it's just you, okay, let's just say it's just you. It's not somebody else coming in. Because a message could be with the Eight of Wands. I mean, a message could just be coming like thoughts, okay? It could be like, say you're ruminating and you're having negative thoughts about somebody, that could be it. And maybe you need to like get focused. If you have like ruminating thoughts about somebody in a negative way, it's keeping you chained. So it's keeping you kind of stuck, even though you've completed the cycle. And that might be what needs to end, okay? So you may need to focus on maybe your heart instead of your mind, I guess. I don't know, with the Knight of Cups. That's emotions. Or change your thoughts about the situation. Like, you could need to focus on, I don't know, let's say you had an interaction with somebody and it wasn't that great, but maybe at one point you did have a good positive interaction. Maybe focus on the positive instead of the negative, and then you can kind of release it maybe. Because something is keeping you chained here. This could even be family. It doesn't have to be like a relationship. It could be, a negative interaction you had with a family member, a friend. Maybe it is like an ex. I don't know. It is somebody that Because look, we have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So this definitely is somebody that I would have to say you've known for a long time. At one time there was happiness here. There was some sort of, maybe you lived together at some point. I don't know. Yeah, because I still haven't gotten over the past. So whoever this is that's coming in with the negative, or not negative, I don't necessarily want to say negative, but it's like somebody hasn't gotten over something from the past. That's the blunt, truthful person. Knight of Cups. Yeah, we have one person who is not interested in the other person. This is uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus. I prefer to keep my focus on myself. Oh, okay. So if it's just you, okay, if you have somebody coming in, maybe you just want to focus on yourself, I would just say that, okay? But if it's just you, maybe like switch the focus to your path instead of like if you have negative thoughts about somebody else. Because this would be ruminating. That would be a lot of thoughts. That would be somebody who's ruminating over and over about something. But it looks like it's ended, so I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. Maybe it's like tempting to keep you in a cycle, like thinking over and over about something. It's preventing you from releasing it. All right. Oh, thanks. No, I haven't done Aquarius. I'm going to do it right now, I think. I'm going to do Aquarius. No, I've only done Capricorn and Scorpio, and I will download it and replay it over on YouTube later. Where am I? I don't know where I am. I'm out of it. Aquarius. That's why I hold those up so that people could, good morning, Moonlight. That's why I hold those up so people can flip through Happy New Year and see where their sign is, because I don't put timestamps. All right, we're on Aquarius. What planet is affecting them the most this week? Aquarius. Jupiter, I like that. The planet of luck. Ooh, we have Pluto at the bottom, which is power, change. Ooh, I like that. If something ends, it's for your benefit, because this is a benefic. I'm taking new classes, and I'm taking astrology right now. So this is a benefic planet, so that means it's beneficial. New Moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. So something you've been working on is paying off here. So communication is key, New Moon in Gemini. So watch your communication. But New Moon in Gemini, that was what? Something could have happened around June, May, June. Or if you've been working on something, it could pay off now. It could be paying off now. When is the new moon in Capricorn? It's in a couple weeks, isn't it? January 20th? Where's 2026? There it is. January 18th. Well, it's good energy. I think, well, it's what, the fire horse this year, so I think as long as you're taking action and doing things, that's going to be good energy for you. If you're staying stagnant and not doing anything, I don't know how that will work out for you. This is the year of movement. Happiness, look at that. Are you getting a gift? That's interesting. I'm getting this really old song. The only reason I know it is because I used to watch this show with my mom. Maybe all your dreams are like, it's like good. It's the Lawrence Welk show. It's good night, sleep tight, may all your dreams come true. I wonder if some sort of dream is coming to, or wish. But considering it's like, well, for me, it's something from my childhood. Maybe this is like something from your childhood, some sort of dream. Death. There's the Pluto energy. King of Cups. The Lovers. Interesting. And the Two of Cups at the bottom. I would have to say Page of Swords. Okay. You could have something coming in here that's going to change, give you power, change your course. I don't know. Because this is change. That's going to bring in a rebirth. It's something that's going to make you happy, that's for sure. Because we have the Lovers with the happiness. So, some sort of choice. So if you've been working on something, it's like you get some sort of gift. So how would that play out? So if you're working on a business, a career, that would be like you get a promotion, or you get offered something that you're gonna love. You know what I mean? If it's love, it looks like you could have somebody come in that's going to make you happy, or it's a connection that is a gift. Interesting. Damn, it's like you win something, or you get recognition for hard work, or you win something. Because this is somebody who has their head down, who put their head down. Okay, so they have their head down. I wonder, it's so interesting. I wonder if you made a decision to reject something, and it pays off in another way, because see how somebody's offering something there, and then they got their head down and they're like, no. But it's almost like maybe you stayed focused on something else and you worked hard at something. Okay, so I have it two ways. If it's like love, let's say it's love, okay? because I'm kind of getting like hard to get out because I'm seeing it in two different ways. So if it's love, let's say you kept your head down and stopped and rejected like crappy offers. It's like you're like, no, I deserve better than that. I'm going to stay focused on myself. So then that would mean you would have somebody coming in that's actually worth your time. Okay. I had another one. If you rejected something, it offered that there was some sort of conflict and you rejected an offer, like, I don't know, it's like standing up for yourself. You had some sort of confidence or courage and it pays off. It's like you win. Yeah, there's an offer. There is an offer. An offer to walk away? Or an offer to go in a different direction? You might be offered something to go in a different direction, but it's good, okay? Yeah, look, the Ace of Wands, the Star. Ooh, this would be unexpected. So the Tower. Wow, you may be offered to go in a different direction, but it's actually good. So whatever you've been working on, it pays off. I feel like you're getting a gift. I mean, because we have both here. So we have constriction with the Capricorn energy. The Saturn constricts. So it constricts you to make you like change. And then this is like an expansion card. So it's like after some sort of constriction, you're getting an expansion. Damn, there's the Lovers again. There's both. So, okay. So whatever it is, it could be some sort of commitment. It's something that's, regardless of what it is that's coming in, it matches your energy here. So we're on the same page, okay? With the Hierophant. Damn, and if it's love, like, it's like we're getting in a commitment, I guess. I don't know. Or somebody's coming in. It could be deepening of a commitment. Look at, we have the High Priestess. This is like the High Priestess. These are counterparts to me. So it's whatever it is, matches your energy. So I'm just a little shocked. Like, I'm a cynic. So it looks good this week. Maybe it won't totally play out. Maybe it comes in this week and it doesn't totally play out until the new moon in Capricorn, or maybe it doesn't play out till closer to then. I mean, what is this? What is this? Is what, the 5th? So it's going to happen between now and then, it looks like. Interesting. I mean, maybe some of you are going to get married. If you're already in a commitment. If not, it's like deepening of a commitment, I guess. Very nice. I don't know, I like that. So I have cards everywhere. All right, Aquarius. We'll do Aries. Aries now. So it looks like Aquarius will have some luck, especially in love. Oh my god, now I got hair on my lip. Okay, let's do Aries. Aries. Mars. Okay. So it looks like Capricorn and Aries have Mars. There's Saturn right there. Very interesting. Is Saturn's in Pisces. Interesting. All right. You're very close to achieving your goal. Very nice. I would say Mars with that is like you're working on something. You've been working hard on something. Hello. I'm glad you're here, Happy Mama. I was on vacation for a while. I needed it. Ooh, the zombies. Something coming back from the past. Ghosts of the past. Chariot, we're moving forward. Could be taking a risk. Or if we already took a risk, maybe it's going to pay off. King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles keeps showing up. Five of Pentacles. Okay. So in the past, it looks like we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is like zombies of the past. All right, so ghosts of the past here. So that would be in the past. There was something, there was either some insecurity in some way. We were drained. Let me see what else that means. That's usually something coming back from the past. Okay, it says ghosts from the past will rise again and influence your current events. Let's see what that is, because I feel like I need to know that. Before. Okay, so it could be, I'm going to put it a couple of different ways. So it could be a pattern. First of all, if it, let's do the person first. If it's a person coming back around, because I do have the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. All right, so, and the Hermit. So that would be somebody. It says family matters. So it could be somebody you've been kind of trying to isolate yourself from. Could be kind of coming in and influencing your current situation. So I'd be wary of that, because this says you're very close to achieving your goal. So you could be achieving something, and this person could be coming in and affecting you. Like maybe they're trying to or maybe the interaction will like stop you or slow you down. I don't know if there's any slowing you down though, because like Mars with a chariot, that's a warrior. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, I'm getting a song. Hold on. I can't get it. It's because I have too much in my head. Yeah, so somebody could be coming into Seven of Wands. They could be coming in to attack you, or you feel attacked, and maybe you have to stand your ground. So, if you have somebody coming in, maybe it's best to just not engage, because that's the Hermit isolates themselves. Unless you want to, I guess, because this is somebody who's holding back. It's like I always see her eye there. She's keeping something. Like, it's like you would see something now here, and maybe you see that you need to like hold back your energy from this energy to move forward to complete a goal. Okay? Because this guy is goal oriented, the King of Pentacles. And if it's just you, like maybe you have the ghost of the past, like maybe it's just a self-sabotaging energy. Because if you're working towards a goal or something, it could be willpower. So you need to keep persevering, because maybe you're losing steam on something. Maybe you were, I don't know. But this is getting out of your comfort zone. So sometimes we can sabotage ourselves because subconsciously we think that this is in the subconscious, so you may not know you're doing it. We don't feel like we can, we deserve something. So it's low self-worth. Because this is an energy of, maybe that's why the King of Pentacles is here. It's about being grounded, not, because this guy kind of like burns out fast. He's in and he's out, okay? So we don't, and they're not reliable. This isn't a reliable energy, okay? So maybe in the past you had you kind of quit at something. So maybe it's just you not, like, yeah, we want to move forward, but like, don't be an extremist. Don't rush into anything. It's almost like the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. If it's just you kind of on your own. Like, and you don't have people interfering. Because Saturn is like a very disciplined, this is about willpower, it's a very disciplined type of energy. That slow and steady. But this really isn't. This is like full steam ahead. So just watch that. Because it looks like you're close to achieving something. And sometimes when we are close to achieving something, we do have people coming in to try and, you know, mess with us. But it could just be you, kind of the energy. The Two of Pentacles is like balancing energy. So you don't lose steam. Okay. I guess that's it. Just if you have some people from the past trying to distract you and you're trying to achieve something, I wouldn't engage. Unless you absolutely have to, and then I would be very grounded about it. That was Aries. Now I'm going to do Libra. Libra. I've done Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio. And I'm going to do Libra. What planet is affecting Libra this week? I have 11 people and 1,100. So I have 11, 11. Well, now it's just 11, 11 right here. New beginnings. Libra. Ooh, the sun. So, the sun is in Capricorn. That's a nice energy for Libra. You could be getting some sort of like enlightenment. Like, I'm just like, look at his head is on fire. Like, you could be getting like some sort of enlightenment. You could be getting a lot of like epiphanies having to do with like security and stability. Who else got this? Take time to breathe out. Somebody else got that. I can't remember who. Like, what I'm picking up is if you're getting a lot of like thoughts, like maybe it's overwhelming. That's why this is here. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. Thought I missed a deck. Yeah, so the anchor, we need grounding. Is that kind of a restless energy? 29. Feeling stuck. This card represents the inability to move forward on an issue. Lack of motivation. That's interesting because if you've been feeling that way, the sun to me is like the opposite. But it could be an outside energy that's preventing something. So let's see. I don't know, because this isn't, octopus is intelligent, so you definitely could be getting a lot of information, especially the Uranus. Isn't it in Gemini? Or is it in Taurus? It's in Taurus. But that is about security and stability for me, because Taurus is a 4. 9 of Wands. There's a 4 of Pentacles. There are 4. This, yeah, 4 of Wands. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, but this one in particular, she looks like she has issues. You could have an outside energy that is causing you to want to protect yourself here if this is another person. Maybe you need to take a break. That's a lot of wands. And if you've been feeling stuck, I feel like this week... Yeah, if you've been feeling stuck, I would have to say this week, with all the wands energy and the sun, that maybe it's, maybe you're starting to feel better, more stable. So I have a couple of different messages here. So one message is there could be somebody, I just saw a breakup. So there could be somebody here that's making you feel like you have to, because the Nine of Wands is not the best. They're exhausting you. They're making you feel like you have to protect yourself. So you may need to take a break from that. And then, yeah, if you're not dealing with anyone like that, maybe you're just, you've been feeling stuck and exhausted, and it looks like things are stabilizing. Because Uranus is kind of chaotic. Let me see this Nine of Wands. You definitely could be getting a lot of information, enlightenment. That's interesting. Because there's the Queen of Swords. You may have to set a boundary. Yeah, this person is exhausting somebody. I'm getting the Nine of Wands with the, if it's another person, they're definitely exhausting you or making you feel like, so I would say this is somebody you're around. Maybe you live with this person, Four of Wands. It could be somebody you're in a commitment with, you know what I mean? It could even be a child. An ending. If something ends, I'm telling you, it's like gonna be more stable. Or if it already ended, you're realizing, oh, well, that was for my benefit. This could even be in a social group, to be honest, with the Three of Wands. Yeah, now we have another queen. So it could be like a friend group. Also, for some of you, like if you went through some sort of breakup, maybe you're reuniting with some friends and having a good time. Like if you're going through a breakup, that could be too. You could be just like, you know, going out and having some fun with some friends. I want to see this right here. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I don't know. I would like, there is one in particular person. It's so interesting because, so we got entertainment and tribe, but there could be one particular person, if it is a friend group or something like that, it says that is not, if you get a feeling about somebody, because I'm telling you, your brain's on fire. Like, if you kind of get a feeling about somebody, you may need to, could be one particular person you have to take a break from. I don't think they're good. So, but you would have a feeling. I just got that song. I don't need nothing but a good time. Maybe you just need to have some fun. All right. Who am I going to do next? I'll do Virgo, I guess. They're on top, so I'll just do Virgo. Uranus. Okay, so what planet is affecting Virgo most this week? The sun. Oh, so maybe you're dealing with a Libra. I mean, Sun in Capricorn is, you know, that is Saturn. So this could be learning lessons or maybe that's what you're learning. Or Libra was. Okay, so let's see. Virgo. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, which we had. Maybe you're questioning something around the beginning of December and now you're going to get your answers. Because this is enlightenment. Maybe a Capricorn's going to enlighten you. I don't know, because the sun is in Capricorn. Maybe somebody's two-faced. See, we have two faces there. The King. Yeah, maybe there's a rat. Queen of Swords. Nine of Swords. Three of Swords. The Star. These one. All right. So that's a separation. Maybe you're getting information that's going to help you release a person that has caused you a lot of pain. Because look, she's cutting off his head there in the flower. Maybe you're going to set some sort of boundary. There's the Sun again and the Magician. There's Virgo. So there was a fear here. So Nine of Swords is usually like outside fear or outside stimulus causing you fear. So like, what do people think? Stuff like that. Somebody could be using fear to like manipulate somebody. And maybe it's exposed. But I would have to say somebody could be telling you something, exposing like somebody who's two-faced, who's using some sort of manipulation or fear. And that's going to cause you to release this energy. Yeah, you definitely could be dealing... Hold on. You definitely could be dealing with a Libra. Like, this could be some sort of third party or friend group or something. It could even be family. I mean, because there would be more than 3 people. Because here you are. Then we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Queen of Swords. But you could be embodying both of these. But then we have a group of people. Well, it says the answers you need are coming. I was trying to see what that was, and I have married and family. So somebody could be either this is just a family situation or somebody's married. Yeah, we have somebody who is a little obsessed here. So it's either one or the other. Like you find out somebody is married. Or it's just like a family situation where there's been some sort of, or some sort of group scenario where there's been, you find out somebody's two-faced or, you know, aren't who they say they are. Or somebody's been using fear to manipulate somebody, and you kind of like see it now that they're a rat and you gotta let them go. So that's basically it. But it leads you to a new beginning. So that's why, you know, the sun is good. It's like you let something go and then you get a new energy. You birth a new energy. Gemini. Gemini. All right. What planet is affecting Gemini? Here, I'll try and like do this. What is that? Damn. So on this notification is 11, like I'm getting a notification, but the message on the notification is 11:11. What is happening? Why are we seeing all these 11:11s? Or why am I? The ugly truth, yep. Unfortunately, sometimes the truth is ugly. Yeah, there's certain times where I'll see 11:11 a lot, but then there's times where I won't see it for a long time. But lately I've been seeing it. Who am I doing? I forgot already. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Jupiter, very nice. So Gemini has the planet of luck, as we like to call it. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, so it looks like a partnership here, a commitment, a partnership. There could be some sort of change, but it looks like it's going to be beneficial. So here, crap. Hold on, I'll be right back. Trying to turn on this fan, but I didn't have this switch on. So, wow, very nice. Ooh, it could have to do with love. Well, I don't know. So we have Venus as well at the bottom. So, yes, love, but Venus for me is a lot about values. So this is something of value. But it could be love because now I see the heart. So... King of Pentacles, again, what is up with the King of Pentacles energy? Oh, Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups. Okay. So we have something here that is commitment. So this is very beneficial, especially with the handshake and the Hierophant. So this is like we're on the same page. Why is the Eight of Swords? That's being trapped. Let's clarify that. So that's the King of Pentacles. Somebody feels trapped. Why? So somebody, it's self-worth. I want to commit to success. I want to achieve greatness and never look back. I need to release all distractions and fully commit to my ambition. It does say your commitment's being tested. So I feel like fear, you do have, okay. So whether this comes in this week or you're in some sort of partnership, I feel like it's beneficial. And fear could sabotage something here. Something pretty good. What's the Five of Cups? Oh, somebody's... It says reaching out first. Take the first step in reaching out, establishing dialogue, initiate... Somebody's initiating a conversation. Somebody's initiating a conversation. I feel like maybe they're trying to get something back on track. I mean, maybe somebody didn't value you in the past. I don't know. Because that's kind of what it looks like. See, it's like somebody dumped out a cup. Somehow this is going to benefit you, though. How? I guess it could be if it's like maybe somebody didn't commit to you in the past and now something better is coming in. But your commitment's being tested, or maybe you didn't commit to something and now you have something new coming in, aligning, and it's like you're going to have to get over some sort of fear. I was asking how it's going to benefit Gemini. It's balancing something out. So it's alchemizing some sort of energy. So it's changing a negative to a positive. So it's a completion. Let me see this right here. More. It's so interesting because it benefits you. It's like a wish. So it's either something good coming in after heartbreak, but you're going to have to, like, I don't know, it looks like you're going to have to be willing to commit to something. Or maybe somebody's going to commit to you. I don't know. Or it's like separation. You're separated from somebody and like somebody wants to kind of remedy that. So they might reach out. Somebody's reaching out, but it works out in your favor. So yeah, because we have the Nine of Cups. So it could play out so many ways. Like you could have had, could have like had an employer that fired you, and now that was really, maybe they weren't committed to you, they fired you, and now you have something new coming in that's way better. I mean, that's exactly how that could play out. So there's some sort of beneficial partnership coming in, or deal, or something. Taurus. All right, let's get Taurus. Taurus. All right. Taurus. You're Taurus. Hello. Well, aren't you happy that Uranus is going to be leaving Taurus and going into a different sign? So a lot of chaos maybe will be leaving your life. Okay, the planet, this Pluto. Oof. That's a heavy planet, but it's also power. Don't let the past hold you back. The South Node. And that's a rebirth. So something happened in the past that's leading to a rebirth. I would have to say in your value system, because for you, we also have Venus right here at the bottom. So something in your values. Oh. And at the bottom, we have prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So it looks like by the new moon in Taurus, things will be better here. The keys. So information, that's about getting information. Ooh, and we have this. I wonder if you have some Gemini placements. Here, so this is getting information to unlock that door. I don't know, this kind of reminds me of a jail cell a little bit. So maybe you're going to be freed here. You're getting some sort of information that's going to free you. Holy moly, the King of Pentacles. Oh, this guy is stalking us. Like, what is up with that? Oof. Ten of Swords. That's a final straw for me. The Ten of Swords, the Magician. But that's in the past. Like, this is the dawning of a new day. It's a breakthrough. That's coming with the don't let the past hold you back. So some sort of trauma. Don't let that hold you back. It's like maybe you get some sort of information that helps you release the past, and it gives you power. It helps you go through a rebirth. Could be like a change in values. Let's see. I gotta see this Magician. Oh. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So I would say somebody could have been controlling somebody with, maybe it's finances, or somebody abandoned somebody here. Yeah, there's a pattern. There's been some sort of pattern. Damn. Can't say that I like this energy with the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, because now we have the Nine of Swords. It's like you're getting some sort of clarity here. You do have a new beginning. You know your truth. You're getting a truth. But it's almost like somebody... with the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, so that's lack. Like I can't create something, like insecure. That's heavy insecurity. So somebody could be like forming an illusion of security when there isn't one. So maybe you're seeing that about somebody and how manipulative they are. It's almost like somebody who presents themselves as secure, stable, but it's all like, but they're actually very manipulative and they have no self-worth, or they're insecure. So this person could have betrayed you, caused you fear. Like maybe they could have, well, for some, a person could have ripped the rug right out from underneath you. That could have been some sort of trauma. Or they could have used fear. Like, this is what I'm getting. Almost like, oh, it's like a control tactic. Like, if you do one thing wrong, oh, well, I'm going to break up with you. You know what I mean? It's like, it puts you in a level of fear. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but that's just an example. I don't know. I just almost feel like you're... With this card, I feel like you're seeing something that's freeing you from the past about somebody else. And like you could see, so with the Venus card, you could see that for one, you didn't have the same values as somebody in any way. Like that could help you release the past. Or like maybe they didn't value you. I want to know a little bit more here. But I think I got pretty much... For me, I just feel like you're releasing the past through information you get in one way or another. Interesting. So when I'm, the keys, so the information, so we have the oath in reverse. So somebody did not live up to their vows or their promises due to fear, or it's almost like you thought that you had the same goals, but you didn't. Let me see the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's clear that somebody is wearing a mask. That's what is being revealed. Because upright, they're wearing a mask, but if the Ace of Swords is clarity, It's clear that somebody is not who they say they are. Or maybe you're realizing you know what I mean? It could be like, maybe you're wearing a mask. I mean, not in a negative way, but I mean, all people do all sorts of stuff. Like, let's say it is you're the one who's manipulating or something. It could be for insecurity, and you could be seeing it about yourself. But if not, I feel like this is somebody else that you were in a partnership with that was wearing a mask. They aren't who they say they were. They're manipulative. Okay. Maybe this person, if it's another person, they could have made it seem like you had the same values and that you're on the same page and that you are alike, but you weren't at all. Or this is something you could have been doing with another person. You could have, it's almost like Seven of Cups, even though I don't have it. Maybe you thought you and a person were similar, but then once their mask slipped, you realized, no, we are not the same. So it could be a few things. But to me, this just looks like for you, I don't really think this is happening now. Maybe it could feel like, even if it's like not happening now, like this already happened, the Ten of Swords, but if you're kind of reliving something, it could kind of feel like it's happening. But you're releasing something so that you can move forward. So that's actually good, even though it looks difficult. I'm going to do Pisces. We'll do Pisces. Pisces. Oh. Ooh, Venus. That Pluto energy is hanging out for a lot of people. It keeps showing up at the bottom. Or Pisces for the week. Yeah, for the last one, like if that Ten of Swords isn't happening now, it may be good to, like, if you avoided feeling something, like a processing. So the Ten of Swords is very heavy energy. It's like somebody stabs you in the back and you never expected it. Or betrays you, and maybe you avoided feeling that. Maybe like this week, it's like we're going to go through the process of feeling it so you can let it go. Pisces. What do you need to release? Okay, we have the House. I'm gonna look at that, because some of it could be like a visitor, but that's interesting. That doesn't. Okay, so this is something to do with the family. Could mean a marriage or children. Also could mean a visit from a distant relative. That's an opportune card, so that's like success in family matters. But maybe to get to this level, maybe there's something you have to release. Maybe something you thought was valuable but isn't valuable. There's the Nine of Swords. Everyone's getting this card, and the King of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Information. Yeah, it looks like we have an ending. We've completed something, we need to release it so we can heal. But it's like we're afraid to let go. Yeah, this is being stuck. Damn. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit, or not the Hermit, the Hangman, that is stuck. So we're stuck in fear. I asked the Page of Swords and I got the Nine of Swords, which is that card. So that would be like definitely overthinking. Where that would be rumination, because this is the person who asks a lot of questions, curiosity, and then we have the Nine of Swords, and that is, see, all these swords are all thoughts. These are all thoughts. So that would be rumination. What are we thinking about? Oh, a third party situation. Some sort of infidelity. It's preventing you from rebuilding. It's keeping you stuck. But I think this is over. This has already happened. Because we have the World. Yeah, so it's like you're valuing. It's so interesting because I'm clarifying that Venus, and for me, Venus is our values. So it says stuck in a bad routine that hampers your productivity, feeling empowered by choosing sobriety over alcohol, focus on long-term discipline. So there's somewhere you need discipline. So that value would be valuing yourself. Venus would be valuing yourself. Oh, I'm also seeing a card in this deck, the Temple. So that's like your body. So the Temple would be like your body or like your environment. So you're doing something. I almost feel like it's like Nine of Cups, overindulgence in some way. And you need to discipline yourself. Venus is kind of like that hedonistic energy. It's like, you know, drinks. Well, it can be if it's out of balance. Sorry, if it's out of balance. Like, oh, we're drinking, you know what I mean? We're overeating. But if you need discipline, this is an area where you're overdoing something having to do with like the pleasures of life. It's like a bad routine. And so if it's drinking, we need to discipline ourselves. because it's escapism. And it's tied to some sort of infidelity. It's keeping you stuck. It could even be like, it could even be coded like, I don't have the devil here, but with this happy ending card, it's like, oh, my knight in shining armor. It could even be like, maybe at one point you believed in like fantasy, but it didn't work out, and now you're skeptical of it. Or maybe you're living your disillusion, or you're in some sort of fantasy world. That could be the escapism. Let me see. I'll use this deck real quick. What is this? Yeah, we definitely, I feel like there is, look at this, Casanova in reverse. It's almost like you were naive in some way at one point. So maybe like it's almost like the Fool energy, craving new experiences, naivete, maybe led down a path that you got stuck in. And I mean, it happens. And you got, I don't know, it looks like some sort of third party, whether it's love or you got in with some bad people or negative people or something that, I think it's love, but, and it needs to be released. That's about it. Because it's like keeping you stuck. It could be tied to a family pattern or something. All right, so we have Leo next. Leo. Oh yeah, it was on, so I just left it. Usually I turn off the, it was automatically on, so I thought, yeah, that looks cool. Why not? Leo. Saturn, ooh. Leo could be dealing with a tricky energy here. Okay. Or there could be some sort of communication. Saturn is... there could be an ending coming. Teaching you a lesson. Surrender. So it's constricting you to let something go. That's what Saturn's here for you. Look, and that's interesting because there was the Leo energy. It says don't let pride get in the way. Maybe it's your pride. All right, spaceship. So that's usually some sort of long journey. Sometimes it's a trip, but I don't know. To me, it seems like a long journey that you've gone on. Ooh, Seven of Swords. Two of Swords. It's a lot of swords. King of Wands. So that's a block, but I gotta see the Seven of Swords. It's like you're, oof, there's the Ten of Swords. Man, that is like, the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords is like betrayal. I'm just not sure how. Like, what is it? Because Seven of Swords could be somebody lying about something, cheating. This is the final straw. We have somebody who's very toxic. Yeah, so an illusion's being shattered. So whatever's happening this week, just know this is a breakthrough and it's the dawn of a new day. So an illusion is being shattered. That's exactly, this is enlightenment. So something is being revealed. I would say that a connection's toxic. Man, this could even be rock bottom for somebody. Like, this could be rock bottom. If somebody, especially with this, if somebody's has like alcohol or drug issues, the Ten of Swords is like rock bottom. So we have to do something about it. Like they would have to go to rehab, or it's like maybe if somebody was lying about their alcohol or drug use, something happens and like you can't, maybe you're denying, because we do have this as denial. Something happens, they do something, because that could be, let's say somebody on drugs and they steal your money. Like, you can't deny it anymore. Like, this person has a problem, okay? That's if it's that. If it's not somebody, it's just like, it's kind of like revealed that somebody's toxic and they're just not. This is like the Devil card. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's drinking. To me, yes, it could be a toxic, like a drinking lifestyle or partying lifestyle, but it could just be like a connection's toxic. But I would have to say, with all those cards, that looks like... See the Two of Swords. Yeah, so these people, whoever this is not getting along. Definitely are not on the same page. I mean, it could be revealed that somebody's cheating. But it's like whatever's happening is like you can't unsee it. Like, there's no going back. This is it. This is the final straw. I can't deny it anymore. I've got to let this go. It could be, if it's not happening now, it could be an energy that you're holding on to from the past that you need to let go of, because it's clouding like your... yeah, it could be something you're holding on to. and it's keeping you stuck. Well, we do have somebody that's going in, I would say, a downward spiral here. But that's the thing. It's like you may have been on the same page with a person at one point, but now it's like you're realizing that you need to reject it. I mean, I guess if it's you, you could be getting rejected, but you're just realizing that there's something you have to let go of. That you've been denying. You really have been denying it. But there's no denying it anymore. So it's a wake-up call. Oof. Sorry. All right, Sagittarius and Cancer. We'll do Sagittarius. Mercury. So there could be some communication here for Sagittarius. So it's about information, however it's coming in. Nothing will, oh, so there's nothing to worry about. So we have nothing will come of this. So that card means there's nothing to worry about. So whatever's happening, and look, and there we have Gemini with the communication at the bottom. So whatever's happening, it's like, I wouldn't be worried. Let's see though. Also, the void of course moon is like a time where you don't want to take action. So let's just see what though. Let me. Okay, so we do have the dogs. We have loyalty. And we have attack at the bottom. So let's see. Eight of Cups. Somebody's exhausting. I'm going to say that because I'm pulled to, I'm looking at her like, oh God, like, I'm not always pulled to that. So it's like something's exhausting. And then we have the death that needs to end. The Chariot and the Ace of Cups. That's so interesting. It's like we have two separate energies. So this is moving forward. We have some sort of loyal like people or companions or a love interest, Ace of Cups. So if you have somebody coming in attacking you, like coming in and saying something and attacking you, I would do nothing. Didn't another sign have that kind of similar energy? Yeah, because I'm getting that song. Is it like Say Something? Is someone trying to get you to engage? because Mercury can be a tricky energy. So we have one energy that's, it seems like we have an energy that's exhausting you, but then we have these other energies here, or an energy that's positive. So that's, I'm getting like two separate Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. Yeah, it's like something has to be let go, but I'm not. That's an old energy. You may have to stay detached because I feel like you have somebody, I don't know, I just have this feeling somebody's attacking you. Let me see this card. And it's like you need to, yeah, I don't know. It's like you've turned your back on this energy right here and you have this going forward, okay? But it's like this energy wants to attack because I don't think they want you to turn your back. But whatever they're doing or saying, like, there's nothing to worry about. So if somebody's threatening you, or if you know what I mean? If somebody's like trying to put you in a fear, but like nothing will happen. Oh. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Like, if somebody's like desperate, you know how like people threaten, let's say you want to break up with somebody and they like threaten to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if somebody does that, I would always just let call the proper people, because sometimes there's people who just do that as a manipulation tactic, but you know, that's almost what it's like. It's almost like there's an energy that will do whatever they have to not get you to turn your back on them. But I feel like that's kind of, I don't think it's it seems like an old energy. I don't know, but it seems like you have something way better moving forwards in. Yeah, I think this is an energy that you're already so either you want to separate from them, because it says the separation is the card. Either you want to seclude yourself from them, or this has already happened and they're coming in to like try to instigate something. That's so strange. Because it's like you want to go in a different direction. Or you already are on a new direction and you have somebody trying to like mess with you. But whatever it is, you know, depending on the situation, like if you just have somebody who's trying to get you back in some drama, I would just not engage and focus on this, the new direction, or the new people, the new person. Because we have somebody here who's attacking because they don't want you to turn your back on them. But I feel like you're doing it for a reason. Like, we have true colors here. So, like, and Mercury's a very tricky energy. So I feel like somebody wasn't, they're kind of tricky. When we have a greedy card. So not only is that greed, somebody's trying to hang on to you. So, but you have better energy elsewhere. So it's going to be an interesting week. There's a lot going on. All right, Cancer's the last one. Cancer. Well, I guess I don't need to hold it up. But... all right. Cancer. Cancer. Mercury. Isn't that who Sagittarius just got? But I just shuffled, so I'm keeping it though. And we have Mars. I'm not sure if I like that together. If you're, I like it if you're like getting information and like moving ahead on something. But if you have somebody trying to, a tricky energy trying to like overstep boundaries, I'm not fond of it. Okay, we have a new start. Okay, so that's positive. Ooh, broken mirror. Four Wands. The Empress, very nice. The World. All right, so it's an end of a difficult time here. Let me look at that card. I just want to see what else it says. 13. So it's like the universe intervening. But we have the World, so that's a completion. So it says the universe is about to intervene on a carefully planned life with some bad luck. Circumstances beyond your control. But the thing is, I feel like that's coming to an end here because these are, because you have a new start and then this is expansion. Okay, so I think this is the end of that. Yeah. So I feel like that's a family situation. There was some ending. I think that's already happened. Because when I clarified, I get the Ten of Cups. Unless if something does happen, it's actually for your benefit. And maybe at the moment you don't see it. But I don't think so. I think it's the end of that kind of time. Because we have new energy here. Let me see this Mercury. And the Four of Wands is about celebration and its stability. And we have the Empress. Clarifying the Mercury card. So it's information. And then we have the High Priestess. So she's the secret keeper. The keeper of secrets. Yeah, your luck is changing. So if you felt like you were plagued by bad luck or you had bad luck, look at we have the 4 wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is changing. So you may start to see it this week or feel it this week. It may have been a little bit unstable with the Mercury and the 2 of Pentacles energy. There could be some, you know, unstable energy at one point, but wow, look at this. So the World, oh, interesting. I can get a few things with this. The 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands in the World. So that could be like, if you have some sort of business, so that could be an expansion of a business. Like a lot of clients. It could be like people from different areas or countries, or you know what I mean, like international. This could be even, if it's not like a business, you could be like moving or traveling. Because if it's business, this could be clients coming in. So this looks like money. Something's bringing in a very stable environment here. But I don't think this is anything like, oh, it's just happening. I feel like you've been putting work in on something with this Mars energy. So you've been putting work in on something, and it's going to pay off. Like you may start to see signs of it this week. Because I keep getting drawn to the recipe for success on that card. You probably can't see it. So maybe you've been working on something, and like all of a sudden, like the right concoction, like they're the right steps. I don't know. It like it combines together, and it's like it pays off. It could also be, I guess if it's love, it could be like somebody offering you an offer in love as well. Because I do have the Lovers here with the Empress. So this is pretty good. So maybe you had 7 years bad luck and it's over now. Or maybe that's what it feels like, that long. So you have an expansion, so something to celebrate. This is actually good. I guess that's it. I'm all done. I see luck is good. I know there's duality and it's all about energy, but I mean, in the 3D, I don't know, I guess in that sense I see it as good and bad, but I'm not the type of person that focuses on the pad, I guess because I'm an Aquarius. I don't know, we're optimistic. So even if something negative happens, I turn it into a positive. So... like, let's just say, I'll just use it as an example, like last week I got demonetized for my videos on here, and honestly, I wasn't making that much on the videos. I was making a few cents per video, so it didn't really matter to me, and now I feel more free from it. Like, I don't feel like I gotta post every single day, or I have to do a certain thing, so it actually freed me. Where most people would like get demonetized and they would be freaking out and upset, I turn it into a positive for me. Like, I'm not chained to the devil anymore. That's how I feel by being demonetized. I'm not chained to the devil anymore. I'm not oppressed. And not to mention, I got monetized on another platform. So one door closes, another one opens. So thank you. So I don't really let things like that get me down for long. I always turn it into a positive. That's the one thing I like about that mindset. Having that mindset. So, thanks. Well, I guess I'm going to get going. I hope everyone has a great afternoon, and I will see you later this week. All right, I'll see you.